I've published one of these videos 50 days in a row, and where I've landed is the idea is shit, and I shouldn't do it anymore. And I can't tell if that's because the idea is actually bad, whether the algorithms change, or if I'm just looking for an out. I'm not sure which one, and it's a thing that I've just been grappling with. And yesterday I had a hard conversation, asking AI, trying to be as objective as possible with it, of going like, why is there actual hunger for videos of people just talking to the camera authentically about what it is that they're doing? And it goes, no, there isn't, with an asterisk. And it's cool. That was more confirmation of going, okay, well, everything up until this point just kind of has been feeding this pipe dream of an idea in me. But the more I dig into it, it's in the 2015 era style of just talking to the camera, sharing what's going on in your life. No, that's not going to be enough. That the algorithm has changed enough. You need to be more specific with what it is that you're actually talking about. And that is more of a retention rather than a strong growth engine. That you need to change it all differently. And so that really fucking hit me like a ton of bricks, because I'm going, well, fucking, today's day 64 technically, 58 days have been published, because I started on a Monday, yesterday was day 49, and whatever. But then so it's like, okay, well, so do I need to completely revamp everything? Like, should I start just doing weekly videos, like bi-weekly, like putting more effort into it? And then there's this other internal thing that's going, well, the entire premise of the series, like the fucking thesis, is that in order to succeed at something, you need to start and continue, which means you need to stick with it. So is the idea that I'm doing actually shit, or am I just not very good at it? Because the algorithm has changed, but is the algorithm having changed something outside of my control sufficient enough of an explanation to explain the reason it has not had the success I wanted to have had before? And I've tried doing this before. I've tried doing a video a day, and I was doing it like 5 days a week, and I had more success then if I look at the statistics and analytics. But I don't know if that's because I'm looking back with rose-colored glasses and have no idea when I was at this exact same stage and day back then, whether that was something I'm at a similar level of success, and it's something I just got to push through. And I think this is a constant question, because then the other thing is it's difficult. So I'm having struggle with it. So is it actually difficult, and so difficult that it's not worth pursuing? Am I running into a wall, or am I trying to dig a hole for myself? And that part of digging a hole is most of the time you just dig up dirt, but you just got to keep going and persevere before you get to the goal. But I think that's the thing, that's the key insight that I've gotten from this conversation and thought, is it's not just about raw persistence that gets you there. It can't just be this. Consistent is a fundamental part of the equation, but it can't just be, I just got to keep digging. You got to be smarter with your digging and got to change up the strategy. Where are you digging? Are you digging straight down? Are you digging on an angle? These are the type of things that you got to be thinking through. And so I think sometimes with these things, I want it to be easy and come to be without the effort. And I think I see other people doing the exact same thing, and they're having more success. But then if I really break it down, they are actually doing something different. And so it's a mistake for me to think that they're doing the exact same thing. So it's a mistake for me to think that just doing this talk to the video about what it is that I'm doing in my life is something going to change. The algorithm has changed, and that either can be a strategic disadvantage or it could be an advantage. I could go, well, that AI is so powerful now that it actually is able to semantically process the transcript of words that you say in the video. So it knows the specific demographic. It's no longer just personal development, but it could be mid to late 20s person who has recently consumed content around someone starting their life over again and staying focused or sticking with a particular skill and the struggles around that. And that's a far more relevant thing. So then that's on me for not being specific enough and communicating what it is that the topic of a video is. and there's no fucking shadow ban. So this is what I'm going to be doing from this point forth, from the realization I had yesterday and a lot of thought putting into it, is we're cutting the intro. I don't know if you know this already, but I haven't introduced my name. If this is the first time that we've met, normally I say who I am. Not this time, we just get right into it. Secondly, we're getting rid of the day counter. The day counter on the title I thought was a fucking important part. Everything that I read, and this is coming from Gemini, so Google search engine, is like, that is disconnecting someone from it, and it's not an impressive enough a day yet to be a hook in and of itself. Gotta wait for like day 100 and more realistically past day 365 until you start putting that. And then also lastly, and this is the main point, is I'm not popular enough yet to be well known to have earned the right to make 16 to 20 minute videos. Like, most of the time people are going to be clicking away from that. So what I should focus more on is consolidating my thoughts, get the idea communicated quickly and clearly within a 6 to 10 minute chunk. That way the average view duration stays higher. I can keep people's attention for longer, and the premise of doing one daily in one take, low edit, authentic, real person comes through, and the strength in that is there. And so this is just to say, I fucking hate the amount that I can think through things and why those thoughts consistently and never stop trying to think a way of me to stop doing that thing. And sometimes hard things are hard. That's what makes them hard. And it's not impossible, but it's just raw persistence isn't the only way through. Sometimes you got to change your game up, even if that means going completely against things you thought were the right thing to do. And so if you've been making it this far, my name is Duncan Alderdice. I make a video like this every morning. My message to you right now is to whatever you're doing, lean in, aim up, and move forward. Yes, you can.